Welcome, Gemini. This is Regina, Pacific Tarot, getting ready to do your September full moon reading. The full moon is in Virgo. And Gemini, this is going to have particular emphasis on your fourth house. The fourth house of your home, your family, your personal history, your unconscious. Before we get started, I'd love to thank you for the likes and subscribes that you've given to my channel. This is truly the way to allow me to continue to do something that I truly love and have a deep, lifelong passion for. So I also appreciate, of course, your likes, your comments, and your shares. Your donations are all helpful, and I feel the support from all of you. So, Gemini, let's get started with your overall energy. On a personal note, before I start, if you are unable to hear this reading clearly, I apologize in advance for all the construction going on in my urban neighborhood on a weekday morning. So if that is an obstacle to you hearing my messages, please let me know in the comments, and I will continue to work and improve on the sound quality of these recordings. So Gemini, for the second half of September, the energy is that of the Hanged Man. This is you really consciously seeking to change your perspective, to really look at, understand the way that you have patterns of thoughts or behaviors, ideas that replay, responses or triggers that you observe yourself to be reacting to rather than responding. This is an opportunity for you to recognize that in order to let go of the things that haven't been working for you and to embrace new opportunities, to see the new opportunities, you are making an effort to shift your thoughts, open up your perspective, elevate your experience of the truth, and really be more open and flexible about the way in which you recognize opportunities to move forward. So this is you taking some time to pause and assess and evaluate a situation based on the way you are seeing it. The 10th house is where others see you, your social position. We have the 9 of Wands. This shows you making a major investment in your career, your work, your position in the community, and others see you as a warrior, battled and bruised, doing everything in your power to bring something to a successful conclusion. You've done this for the most part by investing in the expectation of others, attempting to meet their requirements. And you've had a bumpy ride along the way, negotiating the expectations of others and fulfilling those to the best of your ability. But no matter what the obstacles have been, you've overcome them repeatedly, and you are determined to complete and discharge this responsibility that you've taken on behalf of others. The first house, your perspective, is the Tower. And the Tower is a beautiful card, if somewhat disruptive and unexpected, unpredictable. These are qualities that I believe you as a Gemini can have particular facility with, because you are able to objectify things and attach your emotions in a separate effort. So I see you really distilling this unexpected event or opportunity from and getting the message that is most relevant to you from that opportunity, recognizing that something in your mundane experience, your everyday world is no longer responsive to your needs and your desires moving forward. You are merely fulfilling responsibilities because they are expected of you. And you have an opportunity now to see through this, this event, this happening, this information, and pluck out what is useful for you. This is giving you new ideas about alternatives, different ways of thinking about things, different ways of understanding and approaching things so that you can build back the structures of your life in a more useful, more aligned way with your desires and interests. So this is really feeling like it's pulling you out of an obligation or a responsibility that has become habitual and no longer serving you. In the fourth house, we have the Two of Wands. And I see this as kind of an opportunity in your home, within your family or your domestic environment, as being an opportunity to recognize your strength, your expertise, what you've done well, where you are truly aligned with your passion, what you love to do, and an opportunity to expand and grow that. And that opportunity is going to take you into a new direction, a direction that is unfamiliar to you. And this is something that is particularly being highlighted by this full moon, in which you are to treat your experience, your home, your body in particular, as a sacred temple. You are here to serve others as well as yourself. And in the seventh house, your house of significant others, you are again really looking at building up the ways in which you incorporate the energy of the Hanged Man, this seeking of a new perspective, this ability to stand back and evaluate and sense, witness yourself within a situation, within a dilemma. You are cultivating this facility with gathering information, opening to new ideas and inspirations, being less attached to a personal or emotional truth, being able to detach yourself so that you can appreciate the diversity of perspectives within an environment, within your environment, learning to work with others who share different perspectives than you, open up to this new ability to facilitate conversations and discussions. This is a gift of Gemini. This is part of your facility. You can entertain ideas and information. You can communicate in a way that you allow yourself to detach yourself from your position so that you can hear and truly listen to the perspectives, ideas, and information, even new inspirations from others. I'm going to clarify the Tower in the first house with the Ten of Pentacles in the second house and the Ace of Wands in the third house. You are working towards something vitally important in terms of your personal stability and your values. So you're really elevating a particular structure that will generate abundance for you, your intimates, and those coming behind you, so that you are understanding that this legacy, this inheritance, this cultural legacy that you are valuing, newly valuing, understanding that it is the edifice, that it is the structure that has generated more meaning and abundance for you and your family, is really something that is part of this opening up to understanding the resources you have and where the opportunities are in your life. This is inspiring you to make a new start, to make a new beginning, to hear and milk the ideas that you're exposing yourself for, to that you are allowing to be a part of your community right now. This is an essential part of your relationships. counselors, advisors, friends, and partners that advise you and encourage you to go your own way, to recognize the opportunity to share something new, to build something new. This may be you teaching. It has to do with your creative expression first and foremost, and that is in your house of communications, new ideas, and the way you process this information that you are now evaluating. This is generating a new beginning, a new recognition of an opportunity, a consideration to move forward. In the fourth house of the Two of Wands, we have the fifth house Knight of Pentacles, the sixth house Ace of Cups. This is beautiful. So we're distilling new beginnings from our experiences at this time. During this full moon in September, we are moving to a place where we're recognizing the abundance that we have within. We're recognizing and elevating our talents, our ability to express our ideas in whichever medium makes sense, and that this comes from an abundance of love, an abundance of self-love, a practice of self-healing, so that you are recognizing all the gifts, all the abundance in your life that are at your fingertips each and every day. And this is helping you to plan this new move, to plan the possibilities that can arise from these new beginnings. The Ace of Wands and the Ace of Cups is very much about fueling and inspiring, allowing your creativity, your communication, your ideas to flow. And this is absolutely relevant in terms of a new business idea, a new way to do business, a new way to direct this inheritance that you may be participating in at this time. The Knight of Swords in the seventh house is clarified by the Six of Swords in the eighth house, and the ninth house, Three of Pentacles. Collaboration is something that we are all working towards. The healing up of your relations, the discharging of your responsibilities to other, your recognition of the resources and abundance you have at your disposal in order to direct and implement in a new way is moving you towards a collaboration rather than allegiance to an organization. This collaboration is undoubtedly amplifying this beautiful new beginning in your house of communications. And for you, Gemini, this is your natural house. The way you process information, the way that you're able to facilitate ideas and conversation is part of what you are now empowered to do in your longer term relations, in your communications at a distance, in your seeking and identifying communities at a global level. So this is you branching out, but also taking what it is you do and elevating the quality and value of it. This is after you have gone through a healing process in your intimate, significant relationships. And this is quite possibly an experience you're going through now and will continue going through as you glean this useful information and begin to recognize its value in your life and in your relationships. So you're applying these new ideas, this new perspective, a greater tolerance for the truths of others into your ability to solve problems in relationships, moving to a more peaceful sense of self and power, a recognition that your abundance flows from within, and this is helping to move you in a direction of much greater peace, cooperation, and acceptance that these struggles in your relationship, these struggles with resources that you share with others, has been necessary for you to begin to put together this newer vision and understanding of your material resources, ways in which you can build greater freedom of expression through the resources at your disposal. This collaboration is key. And in the 10th house, we have the Nine of Wands, clarified by the Knight of Swords in the 11th house and the Devil in the 12th house. This is overall indicating that you are leaving behind, choosing a situation that no longer serves you. And it feels to be full circle where we started, you working hard on behalf of fulfilling the expectations of others. You're repeating patterns of making an effort for others, exhausting yourself for others, hoping that something for you will come out of this enormous work that you do as part of an organization, as part of your community, whatever way it exists in your life, you are recognizing that you need not choose the needs and the desires of others over yourself. In fact, you are reversing the story and instead choosing yourself, freeing yourself from the bonds and obligations of relationships that have been given to you, that you may not have actually created, but were given to you, and you have complied to the requirements of these relationships, this job, this familial or domestic environment in a way that you recognize that your service exists to yourself primarily. You cannot serve others if you yourself are not served, and coming from a place of gratitude and abundance, allowing life to flow through you. You must be the benefactor of this level of effort and work. The Knight of Swords is a repeat. So I'm seeing you continuing to facilitate communications, discussions, ideas at a distance, perhaps with your larger, more global sense of community, associations that you join in with the goal of uplifting humanity. So that is a place where whatever you're working on, however you're shifting your work, is being impacted. You want to heal problems in the world. You want to discuss and share resources with others who have the same goals of service in mind. Gemini, I'm going to finish up this reading with an oracle card from the Language of Flowers and the Crystal Oracle, and I've pulled a crystal, the first crystal in a while, and it is an agate, and the key words are healthy body. Every little cell in my body is happy and healthy. This is really underlying this Ace of Cups in your 6th house of service, routines and habits, health. The 10 of Pentacles here is showing you successfully rebuilding up your physical resources, and this is critical to you at this time. Thank you so much for a lovely reading, Gemini. I'm going to say goodbye until next time. Namaste.